24. What is anything to the power of 0? 1. Good. Okay, could it be that easy? What about, what is -8 to the power of 0? What is that? -1. Right. So if you're thinking, Miss, you just told us a second ago that everything to the power of 0 is 1. Then why is this -1? Because the 0 is only applying to the 8 and not the negative outside of it. But what if I write it like this? Then what would this be? Then it will be +1. Good. All right. So the brackets does matter. If there's bracket and you're raising the whole thing inside the bracket to 0, then it's 1. Okay. So there we go. 0 and negative exponent. We did half of the lesson already. Okay, done. Then negative exponent. Okay, so this does not, this means not equal. This does not make this -4. Okay, negative exponent does not change your number negative. It does not make your answer negative. Anyone know what a negative exponent does? Yep. Flip the base. Perfect. So the negative exponent tells you to actually flip the base. Okay. In this case, my base is 4. So if I flip it, what's my new base? Yep. 1/4. And the exponent is now +1 because I took out the, I dealt with that negative by flipping the base. So now it's just a +1 now. And anything to the exponent 1 is just itself. So this equals just 1/4. Okay. So what about this one? Again, I see a negative exponent. So I need to flip my base. So what's my new base right now? Ethan? My base is -2, so if I flip it, it's going to be, okay, so remember, exponent has nothing to do with changing your number. It doesn't change your base. 1/2, but negative as well. So -1/2. It doesn't matter where you put that negative. You can put it on the top or on the bottom. But so then where did the 1 come from? Because negative turns into positive. Wait. Okay, so remember we said here it does not make a number negative. So Ethan, why don't you answer this? Where did the 1 come from? So it's like 2/1. Right. Right. So any whole numbers, remember you can put it over 1. So when you flip your base, that's why it became 1/2 or -1/2. Doesn't matter where you put that negative. So now that I've flipped my base, what's my new exponent? Now that I've flipped the base, what's my exponent? Yep, 3. Okay, so again, my exponent is -3. So the negative tells me to flip it, and now my exponent is just +3. Right? So what is -1 times -1 times -1? Yep. -1. And what is 2 times 2 times 2? Well, 8. Yeah, and that's it. That's my answer. -1/8. Okay. And this is negative because it was negative to start. Okay, not because of the negative exponent. Okay. So let's try this one. Rashan, can you help me with this one? 2/3, I'll work with you. 2/3 to the -2. So the negative exponent tell me to flip my base. So if it's 2/3 right now, when I flip it, it is so 2/3. If I flip it, it's gonna be 3 over 2. That's it. Good. And now that I flip it, my exponent is just going to be positive 2. Okay. 10a. 3 square. 3 square. So 3 times 3, 9. And then 2 square. 2 times 2, 4. Yeah, that's it. 9 over 4. Right? Remember, your exponent applies to both your numerator and denominator. Okay. So the next one is tricky. Okay, Gavin. Ooh, how did you get that? Wow, good job. See, you were in my class, that's why. So here, again, just like what we did here, the 0, I can put it as 0 over 1 to the negative 2. So now with the negative exponent, it tells me to flip my base. So when I flip it, instead of 0 over 1, it's going to be, yep, 1 over 0 to the exponent 2. But what is 1 over 0? Gavin, say it again. Ah. Undefined, right? There's a difference between 0 and undefined. Right? 0 over 1 is 0, but 1 over 0 is undefined. And if you don't believe me, you can try it on your calculator. You do 1 over 0, it will give you an error. Okay. Let's say, let's see, who should I pick on? Max, I'm picking on you. Okay. Try this last one with me. I have a negative exponent, so what is this? Yep. Yep, doesn't matter. Sure. And then my exponent is now 4. Good. All right. 3 to the power of 4.